He's a good husband. He's so excited about it.
My name is Len.
And I'm Katie Smith, and this is our love story of how we met at MSU Texas. We kind of always knew each other from previous years of being friends of friends, but I was a senior and you were a junior. 2014 is when we started dating. A funny story of how it kind of occurred. We used to always run into each other at Clark Student Center, specifically the computer lab. And he says I used to make it a point to enter the computer lab when he was in there just to get his attention.
I think about even before then, my first time on campus, meeting a handful of friends off the soccer team and other ones around it was called the Grove, now it's called Mustang Village, and little as she doesn't even remember that night. Whenever she actually first met me, I was actually in a cast and everything, and met a handful of cheerleaders, including herself. So that's kind of the first memory that sticks in my head.
When he played soccer, I cheered at the time. I used to love going to his games, and I specifically remember I made a fat head of him on a stick, and when he scored a winning goal, I ran up and down the sidelines with the fat head, just cheering him on. And again, we had barely been dating, but to me, that's my personality, and I just wanted to celebrate him. With him coaching now on the sidelines of it, I still love being there. I try to go to every single game. I leave work early sometimes just to get to every single game. I'm always going to be his biggest supporter and biggest cheerleader. I think now it's just different because he's not the one who can control what's happening on the field.
This place is you don't think it is what it is sometimes when the people that are here, they suck you in and they end up being your life. And like I said, it ends up being some great moments. Like I said, you find your wife, you find your best friends, you find a place that you love, you find a profession out of it as well. So like I said, that's the big thing with MSU that's kind of brought us obviously together as a couple, and throughout our life, that's such a strong part. So like I said, you don't know what you're gonna get here, and you may not expect it, but some great times. Happy Valentine's Day, Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!